You know guys, sometimes it's okay to feel dumb, or at least that's how I felt when I first watched Fully Cooley for the first time.
Come back to life!
The first time I came across Fully Cooley was from a meme I saw online a few years ago that used this clip from episode 1. I don't remember the exact meme where this was used, so don't ask. But I did find it pretty funny when I saw it then. But then I proceeded to, forget about it. But then anyways, a few years later, I was just scrolling through YouTube Shorts on some random day in October or November, don't remember, which is when I came across a 20-something video from Joey, the anime man, you might know him. And in that short, he's basically doing an anime tier list. Joey was basically praising the anime on how it sets itself apart from other anime and its good soundtrack. You know what, just watch the short for yourself.
Fully Cooley! I mean, come on boys. It's one of a kind. Fully Cooley, there has been no show that has been like what Fully Cooley has. I mean, even the direct sequels or the spiritual successors didn't even come close to the original. It is an incredibly dark story, dealing with very, very real problems. And again, the Pillows soundtrack, one of the best soundtracks in anime. Fully Cooley is 100% my favorite.
So yeah, after watching that short, I thought to myself, you know what? If Joey himself puts it high on his list, it must be good, right? But I didn't watch it straight away, which is what I tend to do with most anime. Whenever an anime interests me personally, I never start it right away. Sometimes it takes me weeks or even months to begin watching it. Oh yeah, if you don't know Joey the anime man, he's just a small YouTuber, mainly known for his anime videos and trash taste or whatever. So anyways, a week or two passed by and I actually started watching Fully Cooley. And oh boy, let me tell you, I had absolutely no clue what the fuck was happening for about all 6 episodes. But I still loved every second of it. I see why Joey loves it though. I basically didn't find Fully Cooley. It found me.
Legs spread, same width as the shoulders. Body tight, then hit the ball like you're defeating the enemy.
Pretty sure I said this like twice, but when I initially watched all 6 episodes of Fully Cooley, I had no idea what the fuck the plot was at the time. I was lost, and that's okay because I still enjoyed watching it. See, watching Fully Cooley has taught me that you don't have to understand something right away to enjoy it, especially the first time around. And even if you only understand even a tiny bit of what's going on, it doesn't necessarily need to stop and explain to you what's going on. Fully Cooley is one of those stories where it dares you to keep up with its pacing, which might also explain why every season has like 3 or 6 episodes. So what's it about, you ask? Well, that's for you to discover for yourself, but I will tell you the overall message it's trying to portray in a bit. So while watching Fully Cooley, I quickly fell in love with it. The English dub was okay and got the job done. I especially love Kari Walgreen's depiction of Haruka. You may have heard her as the voice of Tayuya and a few other characters in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, Kagami in Lucky Star, Saber in Fate Zero, and most recently Granny Seiko in Dandadan. Peak anime by the way, you should watch it. So anyways, watching episode 1 of this anime hooked me basically instantly, which is rare for me because I'm usually picky when it comes to deciding if I should continue watching an anime or not. I should really try and not do that much, but whatever. The art style had a lot of bright colors, almost like a cover of a manga. The animation used a lot of smooth frames and squash and stretch from what I can remember. Those things were pretty good, but what I really want to talk about was the music. Most of it being made by an alternative Japanese band called The Pillows, which disbanded in 2025, I think around December. The music in this kind of felt like an early 2000s rock tour. Like if Falling in Reverse and Radiohead had a baby, and that baby ended up being Bring Me the Horizon or something. I don't fucking know where I'm going with this. So usually when I don't understand the plot of an anime by say the first 3 or 4 or 6 episodes, I just drop it. But Fully Cooley was different because it felt like that the people who made this anime already knew that I wouldn't understand it, at least not the first time around. And like I said before, that's okay. Because for me, watching this, the animation and the art style carried harder than the plot. And the music did at least half the emotional work as well.
Round 2.
Okay, I'll try my best not to spoil the plot, but if I do so anyways, then, well, who cares? You had like 20 years to fucking watch it. So, what's this mysterious message that this anime is trying to reflect? Well, it's quite simple. Change. Without giving away too much, what Fully Cooley is trying to convey is more of a coming-of-age narrative, where most of the episodes have quite a bit of sexual metaphors, but not the kind you would see in your typical fan service anime. So, to put it simply, Fully Cooley is basically one giant metaphor for puberty. a teenage boy who doesn't know how to properly handle his sexual emotions with the opposite sex. The bumps that you see on Naota's head are basically a reference to when we, yes we guys, get rockets in our pockets when we look up Rias Grammary on a certain pastel green color website when there's nobody here but us chickens. And those weird robots that shoot out of the bumps on his head are, well, I'll let your imagination run wild. Wait, did I just fucking spoil the anime? But trust me guys, the plot will make much more sense to you once you start watching it by yourself. Then you'll understand everything that I just said. Oh yeah, somehow I forgot to mention this, but Fully Coolly has like 5 seasons. But I've only been talking about the first one, which came out in 2000. Was originally going to talk about the second season, but I wasn't really a fan of it, especially the art style change when I watched it. But I still enjoyed it nonetheless. I haven't watched any of the other seasons at the time of this video being out, so yeah. But who cares what I think? If this anime sounds like your cup of tea, then you should definitely watch it. Although for some reason, Crunchyroll only has like 2 seasons of it, and one of them isn't even the original one. If only there were websites online where you could watch any anime you want for free. If only. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that for this video. But have you seen Fully Coolly? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed watching this video and want to see more like this, you should like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a ton and gives me motivation to post more. I'd really appreciate it if I could hit 500 subs by the end of the year. You can also find me on the socials on screen, so consider checking those out too. But anyways, this has been Eclipse, and until next time,